Hi, we're Daron and Perry. Welcome to our spontaneous adventures. We are full-time traveling nomads from Seattle and Chicago, but we also have a home base that's off-grid. Join us as we travel around the country, hanging with family, friends, and loved ones, and touring small towns and tourist sites. Grace and peace to you. All right, what's up, fam? How y'all doing today? It is a hot and sunny day here in Florida, end of June 25th, I believe, or 26th. So we are tasked with taking off the antenna on the roof. One, because we had like a little minor drip coming from the antenna, but we don't know if that's coming from the antenna, which most of the time people take theirs off. We're not going to use it anyway. Everybody has smart TVs. Nobody's using the antenna for cable or anything. Secondly, I plugged the hole that a tree limb fell through. When we first bought it, we didn't know it was a tree limb that fell through it. So we're going to be going up there, unscrewing that, putting some butyl tape around that, and another patch if that is leaking. We didn't know to put butyl tape under there, so we just want to, reassure ourselves and go under there and put some butyl tape and caulk around that as well with some self-leveling. So we'll be going up there doing that. Darren's been doing research on YouTube University as always, and we may be putting up some gutters today. So hey, had to borrow a friend Bruce's ladder. Thanks, Bruce. Shout out to you. He don't know that we borrowed it yet, but he gonna find out. I'm gonna text him. We told him he's coming to get it. But anyway, Darren's getting some stuff together. We're gonna have to bugs over here. Cut this sheet metal right here. We already used a piece of that. We got that from Lowe's. Darren got some self-leveling sealant. We got some butyl tape that we bought and some Rust-Oleum to paint this white so this doesn't rust. And we have our, I keep forgetting this, rivet. Yeah, rivet gun and pop rivets. So we're going to try to pop rivet it versus drilling screws in there. Got some extra patches right here and some scissors to cut the sheet metal. We also have our jigsaw, but it's about 95 degrees out here, but Nasia's asleep, and if she was up, that means I'll be working by myself instead of getting help from Darren. So we're going to try to see what we can do. 95 degrees, top of the evening. We're going to be climbing up there on the roof. No cloud cover, but hey, all praise to the Father, man, right there. I was on the couch finishing up the workout. We ate some Chinese, watching YouTube.
Done for the day.
I was done for the day. I was like, oh, I just love when it's a nice weekend, Sunday. I can shower and put on my jammies and sit around for the rest of the day. Darren's like, we should do this. And I'm sweating bubbles already. You already see, right? Another shower for me.
That's why you should. I haven't showered yet. I still stink from my workout, so I'm fine.
Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it. So up we go. Alrighty, we are on top of the RV, and our goal is to get this sealing up and unscrew this antenna, take it out, throw it in the trash, and come over and seal it. There's our other patch right there that I did, so I want to make sure that that one is good too and not the cause of the leak, because it was kind of weird. I guess the antenna's here and it started dripping here, so that shouldn't have anything to do with that, unless that's dripping and then the RV's not level and it's coming over here. But according to the gutters where the water drips from, the RV's leaning that way. So once again, we think we have a leak. All right, so we have all the screws exposed. Now we're gonna go drill these off and cut this. We also may have to get the remainder of this off and then put a good piece of sheet metal over it and get some good sealing over that so we don't have any issues. We do have a wet spot, light spot up there that we will have to engage in the future. Not now. It's not causing any issues, no leaks or anything like that. And we will be resealing, rubber roofing this roof so we can try to get some extra protector on it, make it last a little bit longer. So that's the key thing to do, especially here in Florida with all this sun. So. All right. So I got most of the screws out, and I am going up to see how much I can pull up. There's the face shield, and we have an antenna. So all praises. I don't even know why they did that.
There's like just extra layers of rubbery putty type stuff that
Unnecessary.
yeah, I think I think it was, you know, used obviously to help keep water out, but
You don't need 10 layers.
it's like gummy and so we got the antenna is off. There it is. And now it's kind of the cleanup part. We might need to find another tool to help make that a little easier.
All right, under the antenna they had this regular frame right here, but under here you can see the rubber roof that goes over the plywood roofs, and we have this hole. So we basically need to kind of fill up this area right here with the sheet metal. But we're gonna try to clean this up some more and then try to get the sheet metal over this as well. But we'll see how much we can get off. It was easy. All right, so we are going for the sheet metal. Daron has covered this with butyl tape so we can get a pretty good seal around, and then we're gonna caulk around it to make sure. We put some Flex Seal patches on top of that hole just for extra security. And then we already puttied in the holes. We're gonna go over this with the sheet metal.
Okay, so we got antenna out, and Perry cleaned up the area. We put butyl tape around the underside of that sheet metal for extra protection, so it can kind of sticky down to the roof, and then extra protection to help seal it and keep water from going in. He's caulking it right now with self-leveling sealant caulk, which is what you want to use on the roof of the RV, the self-leveling kind. And I think he was able to get some screws in, or rivets. So he was able to get, we have a pop rivet gun, and I think he pre-drilled some holes, and then did the pop rivets into the sheet metal to, you know, hold it onto the roof. Yes. So instead of you know, drilling in screws, that's what we had seen on another YouTube video. So yeah, just want to make sure it's well sealed, no chance of any water getting in. Most important.
Alrighty, so we got the Rust-Oleum over the metal so it isn't all shiny and attracting heat or whatever. So the Rust-Oleum looks good. We have the caulk, self-leveling caulk around to patch up the sheet metal, and we put an extra layer of what's the tape? Not the butyl tape. Flex Seal. We got the Flex Seal under there. Butyl tape on the inside of the sheet metal, as Daron said, and I'll probably say it too. Caulk on the outside, and then I had to use self-drilling screws to get these holes in here. And then I went in with a drill bit to widen it up, and then we're doing pop rivets in there. So I got one pop rivet. We're gonna caulk around that pop rivet so water can't get in, and then you have a complete job. Everything's A-OK. That's what that symbol means. A-OK, and we're ready to rock and roll. So all praise to the Most High. It is 90-something degrees. I'm getting my tail off this roof. It was Daron's fault that we're out here in the first place, but at least you won't have a leak here. We're going to engage this one later, get some Rust-Oleum on there and some butyl tape underneath that. Probably going to pop rivet that too, either early morning or later in the afternoon, so it's not so hot. So all praises. All right, and here's our finished product right here. We just put the caulking around the rivets as well, and we're going to come back up here on a not so sunny day and put more rivets on the side to just, you know, make sure we got it in there pretty good. But the butyl tape was holding it down, and then we got the caulk around to protect it, Rust-Oleum on top so the metal doesn't rust and doesn't attract heat. So all good. All praise to the Father.